I admit it, another hoe got me finished. Broke my heart, oh no you didn't. Fuck sipping, I'ma down a whole bottle.
It was a normal day for the Wattersons. It was Saturday, and they were all watching TV on their couch when all of a sudden they heard something break from their kitchen. Gumball and Darwin got up to see what it was, and when they went to the kitchen and saw, they looked in horror. It was Kenneth, the monster that if he ate anything, he would grow and go on a rampage and would eat and destroy anything in his path. Gumball and Darwin tried to catch him, but Kenneth outmaneuvered both of them, and he then proceeded to jump out the window. In their backyard, they watched as Kenneth jumped over the fence and began to start eating and terrorizing the neighborhood. They then ran back to Nicole, Richard, and Anais and told them about what happened. And Anais said this was going to be bad. All of a sudden, an emergency news broadcast came on and said that some weird gray monster was eating people and eating random objects, and it was getting larger every time it did so, and it was destroying everything it came into contact with. And it had only been about 10 minutes since Kenneth had escaped, so they knew they didn't have much time. So the Wattersons ran outside to try and stop Kenneth. But when they looked, he had grown so large that they knew there was nothing that they could do. They then watched in horror as Kenneth picked up a bus full of innocent people, and he swallowed it whole and watched the bus slide down into his stomach, knowing that they were going to be dissolved into his stomach acid. But then something even worse happened. Hector appeared. When Kenneth saw Hector, Kenneth roared, and Hector did as well, and the two giant monsters ran towards one another, slamming their fists together. As they did, each punch thrown sent a shockwave all across Elmore that everyone could feel, and as the two monstrosities continued to fight, they were destroying even more of Elmore. The two monsters were landing on buildings full of innocent people and were brutally crushing people to death. Eventually, Kenneth punched Hector, which sent Hector flying right towards the Wattersons, and they knew they couldn't move in time, so they accepted their fate. Then Hector landed on the Wattersons, crushing them to death. Hector and Kenneth continued to fight, destroying Elmore in the process. Eventually, the two beasts, tired from exhaustion, sent one last punch towards one another, and the two collapsed, dying from exhaustion. And in the aftermath, Elmore had been destroyed, and everybody in the town had been crushed to death.